We've talked about the West, we've talked about Iran's proxies. These are groups that have picked a side. Their allegiance is pretty clear. But we can't say the same about the Gulf Arab states. If the war between Iran and Israel escalates, what will the Arab states do? Which side will they support? In April, their choice was pretty clear. Back then, when Iran struck Israel in the month of April, the Arab states shot down Iranian drones. They basically defended Israel. What about this time? No such indication so far. What's more, there are some interesting developments in the region. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian is visiting Qatar. Guess who else is in the country? The Gulf foreign ministers, 6 of them form a bloc called the GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council. You've got Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman and Qatar, 6. Their foreign ministers met in Doha. Together, they condemned Israel's aggression in Lebanon and Gaza. They also asked all stakeholders to de-escalate, to prioritize dialogue. After this meeting, the Saudi foreign minister met Iran's president. The Saudi foreign minister and the president of Iran, they exchanged a handshake. They even held delegation-level talks. Pezeshkian called Saudi Arabia a brother nation. Now, his intentions are quite clear. Israel could strike any moment. Yet he flew all the way to Doha and held these meetings. He's trying to rally the Muslim world. He wants to see if he can count on the Arab states. Well, can he? Let's look at the dynamic. Iran and the Arab world have traditionally been rivals. Iran is a Shia Muslim country. The Gulf Arab states are Sunni Muslims. So the rivalry was religious and political. But right now, relations are at a good place. China brokered a normalization deal between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and since then, ties have improved. Last year, Iran's president visited Saudi Arabia for talks. Even the new president, Pezeshkian, was congratulated by Riyadh. So the Arab states have no reason to rock this boat, to disrupt this reset. They mainly have 2 priorities. One is Palestine, the other is business. That's all that they care about. Most Arab people support Palestinian statehood. The war in Gaza has been traumatic for them. So the Gulf rulers cannot abandon the cause so easily. At least in public, they must put up a facade. Secondly, a lot of money is at stake. Iran sits on a very important trade route, the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 30% of the world's oil passes through this route. In the past, Iran has threatened to shut it off, and if war breaks out, they may actually do it. Iran could disrupt the global oil supply. They could also strike Arab oil refineries. In fact, Iran has reportedly warned about this. They told the United States that if Iranian refineries are attacked, Arab ones would also burn. That's the biggest worry for the Gulf states. Disruptions to oil and trade. Would they like to see Iran weakened? Well, maybe. Would they like Iran's nuclear program destroyed? Definitely. But the fallout is too unpredictable, which is why Gulf states want a de-escalation. And what are they doing to achieve it? Not very much. The Gulf Arab states are close allies of the US, yet they haven't pushed Joe Biden on this issue. Look at their statement in Doha. This is what they've said. We urge the international community to fulfill its responsibilities to maintain security and stability in the region and to implement international legitimacy resolutions related to the area. They're asking the global community to step in. Well, they already have. Most countries have demanded a ceasefire, but Israel won't listen to them. The only country that has a chance is the United States of America if the Gulf states push Joe Biden. Maybe he will take a tougher stance. But for whatever reason, they haven't. The Gulf seems to be taking a wait and watch approach. Usually, it's a safe strategy, but in this case, it could easily backfire.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.